Hello everybody. Welcome back to my series of flipped class videos. This is the 6th video. It's called the imperative mood. Let me ask you a question. Say you go to your friend's house and you think that it's time for everybody to sit down and talk. What do you say? Is this correct? You can sit down. No, this is not correct. I think I've said this before. And in fact, the better way to say it is sit down. Or if you want to be more polite, please sit down. Or please sit. This is the imperative mood. You can sit down. It is not an invitation. You do not have an invitation to sit when somebody says you can sit down. You can sit down is sometimes okay if you have permission to sit. The doctor says you can sit down now. Maybe the doctor needed you to wait for a long time. Or you have an option to sit. You can sit or you can lie down. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to sit down or do you want to lie down? Oh, you can sit down. That's the best option. So if we say that, it's an option. You can sit down is an option. So sometimes we use it in this lesson for giving instructions or directions. For example, Mr. Bean says, "Tell me the easiest way to get to your apartment." And Mrs. Smith says, "Are you coming by car or bus?" Mr. Bean says, "By car." So Mrs. Smith says, "You can take the expressway." This is an announcement of an option. It's not a command, so it's not following the rule of the imperative. Grammar in English, we have 4 times and 4 forms of grammar. That's 16 different types. Besides the grammar tense, we also have aspect and mood. But I today care about mood. What is mood? There are many moods in English. The indicative, the subjunctive, and the imperative. And today I want to talk about the imperative. There are 2 imperative moods. The imperative singular, walk. That's telling somebody to walk. Please walk is more polite. If you're in a group of 2 people or more, you can say, let's walk. There's also a negative, and this can be called the prohibitive mood. The imperative singular, don't walk. Or the imperative plural, let's not walk. You is implied. Don't say you can, just say do it. You can do it. No, do it. 比较好. 那个 can 不用. This is a list of very, very common imperatives. Be careful driving. Be careful. Be quiet. Bring me my shirt. Call me. Call the police. Come here. Don't do that. Don't worry. Excuse me. Excuse me, what did you say? Fill it up. Fill it up, please. Follow me. Forget it. Give me a call. Give me the pen. Go straight ahead. Have a good trip. Help. Hurry. Please let me know. Let me check. Let me think about it. Open the door. Open the window. Pick up your clothes. Start the car. Stop. Take a chance. Take it outside. Take me downtown. Take me to the Marriott Hotel. Take this medicine. Tell him that I need to talk to him. Tell me. Try it on. Try it. Try to say it. Turn around. Turn left. Turn right. These are very common. They're not impolite. Usually we don't say please every time. But if you want to say please, you can be a little more polite. Please call me. Please come in. Please count this for me. Please fill out this form. Please sit down. Please speak English. Please speak more slowly. Please speak slower. Please take me to the airport. Please take me to this address. Please take off your shoes. Please tell her John called. Please tell me. Please wait for me. Please write it down. There are a few different ways we use the imperative mood. Giving commands, giving instructions, giving directions. When we give commands, we tell people what to do, and sometimes it might seem impolite. Giving instructions will give somebody a process of how something is done. And giving direction is tell people where to go. Let's start with giving commands. This guy is a drill sergeant. He tells you what to do in the military. He says things like, pick up this trash, prove you aren't garbage, clean this place up, put those tools away, prepare for self-conditioning, drop to the ground, give me 100 push-ups, then run 2 miles, do 100 sit-ups. Maybe you have some experience with commands from a mother figure. The mother always tells her children what to do. Practice piano. Be quiet. Don't do that. Wash your hands. Don't talk to strange boys. Don't wear that. Eat your dinner. Go to bed. And then later on in life, when we get married, we might give commands to our spouse. Don't argue. Don't eat too much. Don't touch me. Don't talk back to me. Sit down. Shut up. Don't wear that. These types of commands can go on to the negative. Don't forget. Don't forget our anniversary. Don't forget my birthday. Don't forget Valentine's Day. Don't forget Chinese Lovers Day. Don't forget Japanese Lovers Day. Don't forget my gift. And finally, more commands. Take out the trash. Don't eat that. Put the toilet seat down. Don't wear that. Rub my leg. Get your stinky feet out of my face. The imperative can be used to talk about what's prohibited, usually using don't. Don't walk. Don't touch. Don't smoke. Don't use your horn. Please don't let your children run around. Please don't feed the animals. We also use to give warnings. Stop. Be careful. Do not enter. Watch your step. Do not touch. Watch your hands and fingers. These warnings can be very useful, so we can see that these warnings can show bad things will happen to you if you don't follow those warnings. The next one that we have is when we use the imperative to give requests. Take off your shoes, please. Please switch off your mobile phones. Help, please. Please drive slowly. Please place your litter in the waste baskets. Please be a good neighbor. Please be quiet. And in this kind of last one, support, we don't need to say please, please, please. Support public education. Stop budget cuts. Say no to vouchers. We can ask for your help. We don't say please, please, please every single time. Also, when we give advice, we can give advice. Remember who you are. Very philosophical. Buy the best, forget the rest. Don't give up. Just do it. Be the best, be the first, be noticed, be ready, be different, be yourself. Don't base your decisions on the advice of people who don't have to deal with the result. Don't worry too much. Do what you love and the rest will follow. Don't let your kids kill you. These are all advice that you can give with this imperative form. Also in sales, we have calls for action. Act now. Click here. Request a quote free. Call now. Get it now. Donate now. And when we're also using the imperative, we don't always need to do it to give commands. We can also do it to be more polite. For example, say please, say thank you. They can also be imperative comments to have fun. Please come in. Have some candy. Have a cookie. Have a nice day. Have something to drink. Have some food. Have some beverages. And then giving instructions. The doctor tells you, take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning. He doesn't say please. We can use the imperative to give instructions. This is not the imperative. This is a title. How to cook rice. It's not a question. Don't say, how to cook rice. Pushing. You must say, how do you cook rice? This is the title. It's a noun phrase. How to cook rice. First, wash the rice. Second, place the large pot of cold water on the stove. Salt it, if desired. Bring it to a boil. Drain it carefully. And one more, rinse. Wait, there's more. Don't forget to enjoy. So we can give instructions, including some happy parts. And here's some more instructions. Open the tea tool and insert the tea bag. Place it in a cup and pour the boiling water in. Squeeze the tea bag. Dispose of the tea bag. Here's another. How to apply a tourniquet. Make a loop around the limb. Tie it with a square knot. Pass a stick, scabbard, or bayonet under the loop. Tighten the tourniquet just enough to stop bleeding. And bind the free end of the stick to keep the tourniquet from unwinding. Here's more instructions. How to solder a connection. Place the soldering iron tip against both blah blah blah. Heat for 2 to 3 seconds. Then apply blah blah blah. Then let blah blah blah. Allow blah blah blah. As the solder begins to melt, comma, so your verb is here, allow it to flow around the connection. Then remove the solder and the iron and let the connection cool. So there you go. Those are some ways to use the imperative. One last one. How to stop bleeding. Okay, this is not a question. First, apply. Then Don't remove it if something happens, and then raise it if something exists, if some situation exists. And then here, after the bleeding stops, bind the wound and apply ice. Okay, use direct pressure. So these are all forms of the imperative. When you write directions, we don't need to use signal words because we're just giving directions verbally. But if you write it down, you might want to use the signal words, like for example, first, then, next, until. Here's an example. First, get on the 97 bus. Get off at the library, then cross the road. Get on, get off, cross, turn right. Here's some ways to ask for directions. How do I get to? How can I get to? Can you tell me the way to? Here's some questions you can ask about directions. Can you please tell me how I can get to Oxford Street? Where is the nearest supermarket? How can I get to the local market? I'm trying to get to Downing Street. That's not a question, but if you say that, I will know you are looking for a place. When we respond to this, we use words like turn left, turn right, go straight ahead, go past the store, go past the building, go past the library, cross the street, cross the railroad tracks. And if somebody asks you questions, excuse me, can I help you? Yes, where's the post office? Go straight and turn left. Where do I turn left? Turn at the bus stop. Where's the bus stop? It will be on the left. Thank you. Don't forget to check for cars before crossing and cross at the crosswalk. So don't forget, this is an imperative. It's called the prohibitive mood also. And cross and turn and go and turn. Those are the verbs. Here's another example. Go straight until you see the hospital, then turn left. These are some other examples, some British English. And here's some comments that you can say, like the hospital is opposite the railway station. The hospital is across from the railway station. Here's another thing I showed you at the beginning. You can take the expressway. That's not the imperative command. He's just mentioning an option. Then he starts using the comparative. Get on near the train station. Drive 15 miles. Exit at Washington Boulevard. Turn right at the first intersection. Take the first left. Here's some exercises that we want to do. Take a look at these maps and think about how you would give directions. What will you say? Please practice. If I want to start from this arrow and I want to get to the Duals Toll Road Beltway, what do? Well, get on the Moran Road and turn right. Go to Lockbridge Road and turn left. Go through 606, and when you hit Greenway, the Beltway, turn left. Go through the toll road. There's many ways to give directions. There's not just one. You have just learned everything you need to know about the imperative mood. Watch it one more time if you don't understand, and I will give you a quiz in class this week. Bye-bye.